few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of attending the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Santa Anita Park in Los Angeles. I spent an incredible day surrounded by the most athletic horses you've ever seen. The sound of their thundering hooves rivaling the noise from the crowd cheering for their favorites. It was a blast. When I got home, I did some research on horses and horse ownership and found out there are over 2 million horse owners in the US alone. With that impressive number in mind, I decided to make a video on horse insurance, or as it's most commonly referred to, equine insurance. In this video, I'll be explaining the 3 most common coverage types available with a horse insurance policy. The first type of coverage is mortality coverage. This is basically a life insurance policy for your horse. Equine full mortality insurance reimburses you the insured value of your horse due to death by a covered accident, illness, injury, disease, or humane destruction when deemed necessary by a veterinarian, and includes theft. The typical mortality insurance policy will cover the horse as long as it's in the continental United States and Canada. Some companies will also include a free emergency colic surgery endorsement as part of the mortality policy. And this is for horses without a history of colic, which is a serious gastrointestinal issue. This endorsement would cover a portion of the costs associated with colic surgery. With major medical and surgical coverage, the insurance company will pay for reasonable and customary veterinarian fees for a covered surgical procedure, medical treatment, or diagnostic testing provided to your horse due to an accident, illness, lameness condition, injury, or disease. However, the medical or surgical limit cannot exceed the amount of mortality insurance. For example, if your horse has a mortality policy with an insured value of $1,000 and a medical treatment costs $5,000, the policy will only cover $1,000 in medical expenses. Most of us know that horses or horse riding can be dangerous. Think Christopher Reeve. With liability coverage, the insurer will pay for bodily injury or property damage to a third party on or off premises by a covered horse. Equine commercial general liability insurance is also available for professionals who breed, board, train, instruct, or operate any eligible equine facility. Additional coverage options are available. For example, infertility coverage will pay you a percentage of the insured mortality value if your breeding stallion becomes permanently unable to breed because of an accident, illness, or disease. For those that travel with their horses outside of the US, an air transit endorsement extends the mortality policy anywhere outside the US and Canada. If your horse is protected by an equine loss of use endorsement, it'll pay you a percentage of the insured value of your horse if it becomes unfit for use because of an accident, illness, or disease. The premium for an equine mortality insurance policy is based on the horse's age, sex, breed, use, and value. Premiums start at a couple $100s and increase accordingly. One website suggested that a mortality insurance policy costs about 3% of the horse's insured value. So a $10,000 horse would cost about $300 a year in premiums. And that wraps up this video. I hope you found it insightful, especially those of you that are horse owners. Make sure to like or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Your support to this channel means a lot. Thanks for watching.